Hey guys, SK here, back with another Clash Royale video. Hope you guys are all doing well. In today's video, we are once again continuing the Royal Tournament grind. As you can see, it's been out for a bit. I uploaded a video on this yesterday, going all the way from 0 wins to 10 wins in a row, no losses, which was pretty nice, and I did it with 3.0 Xbow Cycle. In today's video, I will once again be using 3.0 Xbow Cycle and trying to get to 15 wins. So I will link the previous video in the description below if you missed it. And yeah, I feel like 3.0 is in a pretty bad spot in the meta, as I talked about in the last video, but it is slightly better because there was actually a set of emergency balance changes, one of which was an emergency nerf to the giant skeleton's HP. While it was only 5%, I feel like it was actually quite good. Because at least it's a step in the right direction, even though I feel like maybe damage should have been nerfed, or maybe it could have been a bit bigger of a nerf. But mirror was also nerfed, so it is back to its pre-buff state, where it only gives a +1 mirrored card level instead of +2 after the extreme buff. So 2 hopefully oppressive cards toned down slightly should mean we have decks like the Giant Skeleton Royal Hog's mirror deck, less popular, which should be better for the deck. Anyways, though, I'm going to be using Ice Spirit again. I saw a comment asking to use Fire Spirit, but I feel like either Ice or Electro is the best in this type of deck, and I do feel like Electro Spirit is a better card than Ice Spirit, but I just personally prefer Ice Spirit for its long freeze duration. It's really nice. So all that being said, hope you guys enjoy the video. Let's get right into the matches, and hope we can get some nice games today. So we found the first match against Abdiel. Let's give him the good luck. Cycle Ice Spirit at the start, because it's always a pretty safe starting play. Just a cycle card, as he responds with his own cycle card, Skeleton, so could be another cycle deck. I'm just going to split my archers as he cycles a log. So, still have no idea what this is going to be, of course. Actually could be a mirror match, which would be really interesting, because I don't see archers in any other deck. He goes for a Tesla. I'm actually going to log, and we do, unfortunately, not clip the Electro Spirit, so that kind of sucks, but actually going to be an Expo mirror match, which is super interesting. Unfortunately, though, I might have to use my knight. Actually, I don't think I do. I'm just going to go Ice Spirit and then Skeletons for this, just so I don't take too much damage. If I ignored that, definitely would have been too much to take. But looks like it's going to be Expo Cycle, and my opponent has the Valkyrie and Electro Spirit. So I'm actually going to go back to another Expo because he just used his Valkyrie, which is his main tank. Gonna go for Knight because he just went Tesla last time. Yup, exactly. I knew his card cycle. He was going, he went Tesla right after he went Archers, so that was just kind of a nice way to know that he would be going for a Tesla again. And I'm actually going to try and kite this Valkyrie away from the Expo. It actually works out really well. It doesn't even get, well, it does get one hit, but not more than that. And just like that, we get a really nice connection on the tower. I'm actually going to go for Archers here, even though I don't really want to, because it's quite a bit of elixir. He is probably going to have to respond to this, even if it's just with a cycle card. And we are still pretty firmly in the lead now, over 700 damage. And he actually does ignore the Archer's Eye. I don't think that was a good play, unless he's trying to go like Expo Tesla at 10 elixir right now or something, which I don't think he is. So I'm actually just going to Expo again with this cycle, and he goes for an Expo of his own. Going to go for a Knight. He goes for the Tesla. I'm going to log, and then hopefully I can get my Skeletons down. Okay, I don't think I can get them down in time. So instead I'm going to go Ice Spirit to retarget the Expo onto my Skeletons. And that way we actually keep our Expo alive, and we do actually get another Expo lock, so that is very nice, and we are in a very good position now in this Expo mirror match, which is a really interesting one, because I was actually thinking about it earlier. I have not played this Expo mirror in such a long time, because it's not popular at all anymore. But gonna go for another Expo, and he goes for one of his own again. I'm actually gonna Fireball this time, because I feel like that's quite a bit of Fireball value. I feel like even he could go for a Fireball, possibly. Goes for a Tesla instead and actually misplaces it, which means my Expo will lock on. Gonna go Ice Spirit to predict maybe an Electro Spirit. Skeleton's log is not going to be enough, and that's actually just going to be tower down almost. So I'm going to go for an Expo, hoping that he gives up, because crowns do matter in this format. Looks like he is unfortunately not giving up. That's fine, so I'm just going to let the Expo die and then defend. I don't want to choke in any type of way. I'm going to go Knight Tesla here. It is actually a fair amount of Fireball value, but even if he takes it, it won't really be enough to take my entire tower, and I can just Fireball log to finish it off. So pretty nice Expo mirror match to start the game out. I feel like that is slightly my matchup, because he does have the Valkyrie, not the Knight, so it does mean he just has one more elixir of expenditure every time he wants to play that mini tank card, whereas Knight is better. I feel like it's the same against Icebow. If they have Valk, it's easier than if they have Knight, because it is a slower cycle. Electro Spirit I feel like is better in the Expo mirror match, but Valk is still pretty good because of how it slows their cycle down again. So pretty nice first win there. I feel like I'm pretty good at the Xbow Mayor matchup, but again, I was thinking I haven't played it in quite a while, so that was kind of an interesting one to start out. But found next match, and Lavahound first play, and I'm actually just going to go Knight at the bridge because I have a pretty bad cycle. Also, that's really weird, seeing Lavahound played behind the King Tower like that. I am not used to that at all, and he is actually just going to ignore my Knight, so he actually tries to activate King, which is really interesting. I'm gonna Tesla right on top of the baby dragon, and then Ice Spirit as well, just to freeze it, because I do need to keep the Tesla alive. Mother Witch comes down as well. This is like the weirdest Lavahound deck I've ever seen. He has Mother Witch and Tornado in a Lavahound deck, but we do defend pretty much perfectly. I'm actually not sure how that damage came about, but maybe a Zap or some kind of... No, he has Tornado. I don't know, actually, but it doesn't really matter. We defended that pretty well, and now I do have Xbow and cycle for his next Lavahound. So I'm just going to log. I don't want to cycle my archers in case he goes, yeah, like Lava or Eye Drag. I'm just going to go archers same lane, because splitting archers, if he just goes Lava in the back, one just kind of gets ignored, and I don't really prefer that to be the case. We're going to go Tesla all the way to the side here, because he's playing his Lava in really weird placements. Like, you never see this normally, because this shouldn't be possible, getting to go Tesla like this against a Lavahound, but my opponent's playing his troops in really weird placements, or he's playing his Lavahound at least in really weird placements, so... And I could Expo right now. I'm actually tempted to. I know he has Baby Dragon, Mother Witch in cycle. Not sure what else. I guess I will Expo just to find out. He also just spent his win condition, so he can't really... And of course he has an Inferno Tower, so... Okay, pretty interesting Lava deck again. But he still can't really punish me, and looks like he doesn't even have that good of a Lavahound deck. I mean, Tornado doesn't do anything against my deck, for the most part, and Mother Witch is annoying, but I can just Fireball it. He does have a Skeleton King, which is going to be something to watch out for, but I haven't even seen, like, a Skarmy or something that actually charges that Skeleton King up. And I'm actually going to Expo, yeah, predicting the Lavahound, because I had a feeling he was just setting up for one. It looked like that, and he's just going to ignore my Expo. Or I guess Skeleton King counts. I'm going to go archers like this now, and hopefully he doesn't have like arrows. He has Tornado. Actually, Baby Dragon Tornado, putting in a fair amount of work there, but just going to go Ice Spirit, and I'm going to log. Okay, oh my god, that's really bad. That was meant to be a log, so that... Okay, looks like he gave up anyways, though, thankfully, but yeah, that was meant to be a log. I guess technically it prevented the Cursed Hog damage, but that was not exactly my goal. I sometimes misclick like that. It actually really sucks, because if that was like a more stressful situation, I definitely could have just straight up lost off of that interaction and misclick, but thankfully it was fine. We do actually still take the tower, which is nice. But yeah, that is maybe the weirdest Lavahound deck I have ever seen. I was also going to say, like, as I mentioned in my last video, these lower wins in the global tournament usually are slightly off meta. You know, people play weird, whatever they want, but still, that still kind of takes the cake. I don't know what that Lavahound deck is. I mean, it somewhat makes sense. Like, Lavahound, Inferno Dragon, Baby Dragon, Skeleton King, Fireball all make sense, but the other three just, in my opinion, have no place. And oh my god, my opponent in the other game actually had a Rocket in the Expo deck. I thought it was a mirror match. I guess I never saw the spell come down, but that is actually going to be his matchup then, in my opinion, because Rocket just means he can Rocket every single Expo. He has 2 cycle cards in the deck, so he can keep up with my cycle, and he can pretty much just defend every Expo and Rocket me out in triple, but we were still able to win, thankfully. I guess he just didn't want to Rocket on my Expos, which is good, but let's keep it going. 12-0. Pretty nice start. Hopefully we can go undefeated in the video, but we'll see, because I also haven't been playing too much. This kind of deck looks like it might be Mega Knight bait, based on that banner set that he had on his profile, so we'll find out. Magic Archer, never mind. Hopefully just P.E.K.K.A Bridgespam would be a pretty good matchup. Just going to log the Magic Archer and go for a Knight for this Bandit, and then Knight should also walk up to take out the Magic Archer without taking any damage, so that should be, yeah, pretty nice. Just going to split my archers. He might Rail Ghost or something, but looking like it is going to be P.E.K.K.A Bridgespam, because it is Bandit, Magic Archer, Ghost. Misplaced my Tesla down by 1 tile, but that's also fine. P.E.K.K.A the back is a very interesting play. I'm actually just going to go for an Expo here. I'm not going to respond to this Rail Ghost. I'm just going to allow it to lock onto tower, because Tesla will still damage it later on. And yeah, he might E-Wiz with this. I don't actually want to go for my skeletons for the Xbow because I would rather save them for the P.E.K.K.A. We're going to go Ice Spirit for the E-Wiz, which will also hopefully walk over to the P.E.K.K.A. Okay, no it doesn't, but that is still fine. He might zap, yep, so we're going to go Archers afterwards, and this should fully defend. So he went P.E.K.K.A., then he went E-Wiz plus, no, Battle Ram, E-Wiz zap, so I think he's 1 away from his P.E.K.K.A. now. So I can't exactly punish him straight away. I can try though. I'm going to go for an Xbow here, since he's not playing anything. We're not down Elixir. And he goes for a Bandit. I guess he's back to P.E.K.K.A. now, after going for the Bandit. Yeah, so I'm just going to go Knight anyways though. And he does not actually have Zap. Okay, unfortunately P.E.K.K.A. targets the Xbow first. If it didn't, I would have gone like Ice Spirit plus Skeletons, but I guess it's fine. Not the best interactions, to be honest, to start out this P.E.K.K.A. Bridgespam matchup, but it is still a really easy matchup overall if I play it right, so shouldn't be too bad, even if we are down a little bit in single. And this time we can definitely outcycle his P.E.K.K.A. So right now he has Magic Archer, E-Wiz, Fireball, and Zap, I think, or something like that. Definitely not P.E.K.K.A. though. Goes for a Ghost. Still not back to P.E.K.K.A. I'm pretty sure. Yep, E-Wiz comes down. Gonna hover my Knight for the Bandit. There it is. So gonna place it down, catch it in time. Gonna split my Archers for this Ghost. Pretty nice counter I like to do. Usually you want to go for a Knight for the Ghost, but there are other ways to defend it as well if you want. Gonna go for a low Tesla to defend the P.E.K.K.A. And he actually isn't going to be able to take out my Xbow because he doesn't have a Zap for my Skeleton, so this will actually still lock on to tower. Or force out that E-Wiz, which is pretty awkward for him because now I've definitely outcycled the P.E.K.K.A. again. I can go in, and this is a really good position. Gonna go Archers plus Knight to DPS down instantly, and he doesn't get the P.E.K.K.A. down in time. Gonna have to Zap in just a second, which once again means he cannot Zap my Skeletons on the P.E.K.K.A. later on. So overall, I am pretty fond of this situation we're in, and I'm actually fine to let that die because once again we have outcycled the P.E.K.K.A. Just constant aggression, keeping my opponent in a pretty bad cycle, and he hasn't actually played his Magic Archer in quite a while, I think. Gonna Ice Spirit to reset the Battle Ram's charge, and Poison comes down, but that is still gonna lock on the tower. He's still committing with the Bandit. Gonna go Skeletons after the Bandit comes, and then Xbow once again. I have Archers counter pushing, so even if he has a P.E.K.K.A., Archers will be putting in quite a bit of work, and I can once again get a Tesla down. He might Magic Archer this time. No, he doesn't, so that's still totally fine. And we should be hopefully getting an Xbow connection here. Otherwise, we're still forcing out a lot of Elixir and once again outcycling. So we actually do have a connection. So I'm going to defend this. With my Archers, he just uses Zap, which means he doesn't have a reset, and that is once again going to lock on. He has a Poison down, unfortunately, which means I don't actually just want to Xbow right away. I do kind of want to wait for that to go off, but I will continue the pressure because he is still down quite a lot of Elixir. My Tesla was slightly awkwardly placed there, but we should still be fine. Gonna log this Battle Ram once again to make sure it doesn't really charge, and then Ghost is unfortunately splashing onto the Xbow. Magic Archer misplaced slightly though, gonna be able to hit the tower as well with that Fireball, and then Ice Spirit. Wow, that was really weird. I think the Ice Spirit jumped, but it still didn't freeze the Bandit, so that was just honestly kind of strange. Gonna Fireball now, because it is triple Elixir. I think I can just afford to cycle 2 Fireballs and be done with it. And he's gonna try and get a last second push going, but we are back to a Fireball, and we actually still defended, even while cycling Fireball. So that's gonna be game. Like I said, pretty easy matchup, even though we were down a little bit in single. Should definitely win that one. And my opponent, I kind of just kept him on the back foot the entire time. Once I got a good cycle going, just kept up pressure and got really nice offense. So 13-0, let's keep it going. Hopefully we can get 2 more clean wins, would be pretty nice. Found a match against, I think, a Russian player. Let's give him the good luck. And I was considering uploading my ladder video today, but since the global tournament is kind of coming to an end in a few days, I would rather upload this first, and just going to Xbow into this lava. I'm going to Fireball the Skelly Drags. Hopefully I hit them. Okay, I did. Nice. So it looks like it's just going to be LavaLoon with Mighty Miner, if I had to guess. I'm not going to commit anything to this Lavahound, because if he goes like Balloon or something, yep, I do want to Tesla afterwards and take out the Balloon first. Hopefully the Tesla stays alive. Okay, perfect. Archer just barely helped take it out in time, and this should be a pretty flawless defense. I don't think my opponent can get anything going here. So that was pretty much just a flawless sequence. Pretty good matchup here as well. Classic LavaLoon with, I think, Mighty Miner and Tombstone. But yeah, basically I could have gone archers or Tesla for that Lavahound instantly, but it was obviously better to take out the balloon, which is why I did it. And yeah, it worked out really well. So just going to log this Tombstone, and then I'm actually just going to leak because he might lava at the back again. And if he does, I'm going to want to Xbow. Yep, I'm going to Xbow opposite lane. He might Skelly Drags, and I'm not actually sure if it's better for me to archers on them. Definitely not worth it to fireball them, because that would be like 10 elixir committed. I still have this Lavahound to deal with, so I'm actually just going to straight up ignore those. And then I think just Tesla after they lock onto the tower to help mitigate some of the damage and keep the Tesla alive. So yeah, this should still be pretty good. As long as I fireball after the Lavahound pops, I don't think we should have any problems on this defense. So just going to fireball now, and we still defended that pretty much perfectly. We don't actually take any lava pup damage, I think, except for the zap. So that was once again really good. Going to Ice Spirit because it's going to force out a response like a Tombstone. Yep, negative elixir trade for my opponent there. And now we are pretty much primed to win. I mean, we don't even need to Expo. We could just full on defend, but I'd rather keep Expoing, I guess. So just going to continue. This time I think I can fireball the Skeleton Dragon, so goes Barbs. I think I will actually just let this get defended with a Tesla and log rather than fireballing. And Mega Minion comes down. I guess I'm just going to ignore that. And this Tesla will do a pretty good job and actually does lock onto the Skeleton Dragon first, which is perfect. Fireball comes down, but Tesla's still pretty healthy, and I can get a really nice fireball off on all of this after the Lavahound pops. Okay, looks like I missed almost everything, but it should still be fine because I can Ice Spirit the balloon. And my cycle is actually pretty bad now if he goes Lavahound, but I'm actually just going to keep pressuring, I guess. And I'm not going to fireball the Barbs, even though I want to, because I can actually just fireball the tower and win. So that would be kind of a bad mistake. And I talked about this in my last video, I think. The Mega Minion timing on the Expo. I'm actually pretty bad at it. I'm not sure how exactly. Like, it's basically just a timing thing. There's not much else you can use to describe it. But I'm still pretty bad at that timing. Getting the tanky troop for the Mega Minion down on your Expo while also letting the Mega Minion cross the bridge. Because you can go for it really easily without letting it cross the bridge. But if you let it cross, then the tower will help out, which is really useful. So that's just a timing that I personally find pretty difficult to do. But we were able to win 2 pretty nice matchups in a row. Let's go for the 15th win. Might be a bit trickier if matchup luck stays consistent, because I've gotten some pretty good ones so far. But let's see what it is. F.A. Spectre looks like it's going to be a pretty decent player here. Going to give him the good luck, and hopefully we can do our best. Going to cycle Skeletons first, and if he's just going to leak, I'll just split my archers. Expo definitely a single elixir deck, so I do want to make the most out of single elixir, and he goes for a Skarmy. I'm actually not sure how to proceed because I don't have a log in cycle, unfortunately. So I guess I'll just knight the back. Skelly King comes down. Gonna Expo. This could be Royal Giant, but it could also be Mortar. Depends on what it is. And looks like it is actually not going to be anything yet. Okay, Minions. This is bad, actually. This could be like Giant Graveyard, since he is just choosing to eat all that damage. I'm kind of scared, honestly. Minions as well makes me feel like it's going to be Giant Graveyard. Just going to Tesla, I guess. And yeah, I think it is going to be Giant Graveyard. I mean, only a Giant Graveyard player would sack that much damage as well. I'm not actually going to Fireball the Witch because I'd rather get the value if he goes like Giant in front. Then I'll Fireball everything. Yeah, going to Fireball all of that. Going to log as well. And going to go Skeletons to DPS down this Giant as fast as possible. He's probably going to arrows away my archers in just a second here. No, actually. Does he not have arrows, or did he just choose not to use them? Either way, this is definitely the matchup that was waiting for me after all those good matchups. Terrible matchup, Giant Graveyard right now. Goes for a Skarmy. I actually do unfortunately kind of have to respond to that. Gonna Expo again. I don't think he's back to his Giant. So going Skelly King in the back is interesting. He goes for Minions again. I guess same play. You know, +3 trade on his end, which is not bad. I'm actually not going to Tesla because then it means I won't really have Tesla in cycle for his Giant. I'm not going to go Knight in the middle. I'm going to go Knight right on top because he is going to pop the ability, and I'd rather just have the Knight DPS down the Skelly King as fast as possible so I can get a nice log on everything. If I went Knight in the middle and he popped the ability, Knight would have been kind of distracted by all those spawn skeletons, I feel like, and then it wouldn't have been that good. So that was just why I did it that way. Gonna Fireball the Witch off, and actually maybe not the best thing that I split my archers there, because now he's gonna go for a Graveyard push, but I'm gonna go Knight, instantly start DPSing down this push, and I'm going to go for a log on the graveyard. Back to another set of archers, though, which is really good, should help out. And which is going to be annoying behind the Skelly King. I guess I actually do have to fireball off. And wow, I hit 2 minions. Unfortunately not all of them. I hit 1 minion rather, 2 are remaining, but get a nice log off, and we're actually somehow playing this really well, or he's just playing it really badly, I can't tell. Maybe a mix of both. Gonna go archers preemptively, because he's definitely gonna want to arrow them off. So I do want to get that down as fast as possible, or as early as possible, so that I can get back to another pair after he goes for this set of arrows in just a second. Gonna hover log as well. Anytime they go for a log, or arrows or poison on your archers, you do want to log the graveyard to make sure it doesn't rack up too much damage over time. And just like that, we somehow won a terrible matchup. I mean, my opponent just played a huge sack and attack strategy where he just ignored my offensive pushes and went in constantly. And that obviously didn't work out well at all for him, because he literally just sacked like over 1,500 damage, I think, more than half his tower in the first 1 minute or so. And then he just continued to do that, which I'm really grateful for, because a good giant graveyard player is quite a nightmare to go against. That matchup is really bad. But we were able to get our flawless 15-0, which I'm really happy about. So that's going to be it for the video, guys. 15 wins, 0 losses. Finally got a really hard matchup at the end, but my opponent did not play that well, which is surprising, because he actually has like a pretty decent profile. Yeah, he has a top 1,000 ladder finish. Or maybe it's a bot account, I don't know. But anyways, he also has 20 wins in the 2021 challenge, but maybe he bought the account or got it pushed. I don't know. Well, you can't really get that pushed. It'll get banned. So, I don't know. My opponent wasn't bad, but he just played that one pretty badly, I would say. But I'll definitely take it, because really hard matchup. But overall, I'd say we had 2 relatively difficult matchups, 3 really easy ones, but this one was pretty straightforward. And the giant graveyard one was just kind of, my job was made a lot easier for me. But still some tips for you guys, like cycling multiple archers to bypass the arrows. You know, once they arrow your first set, you can get back to your second one. Logging the graveyard, just some card cycling things. But yeah, that's going to be the video, guys. So hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. The global tournament grind continuing. I might do another one going to 20 wins. I'll see how it goes. There's still over 2 days left, so I do have more time. But again, I have a ladder video I want to post. I have some other videos I do kind of want to post as well, so I'll have to see how I schedule everything. But that's going to be it for the video today. So 15-0, flawless score. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.